Semi-final number 2, ESL 1 Cologne. Are you ready? Dust2, Henry G and Sadakist. It's Liquid and NaVi. Potential million on the line. Rematch. Let's get into it. Henry, Sada, I'll let you take it from here.
And take it we shall. What a game. It promises to be a rematch with the same maps as we saw in the group stage in what was a very controversial win for Liquid based on some arrogance by Simple. But arrogance is what makes him great, and he will be again today. Started off slowly. They're going to stay back towards spawn, spot the cross as Elysia and Nitro head over toward the tunnels, but there is 4 toward mid or B, with 3 directly in the B side itself.
You're absolutely right there. CT side here with a B stack, and that's exactly where the bomb's heading at this stage. Dewey2K hands it over to Nitro. They will be holding up in the default for now, waiting for any sort of aggression here. Simple has been given the arduous task of holding the long pit area alone. He's pretty much got the A bomb site under his remit. We'll see if it's going to work out for them as Team Liquid do posture towards that B split. Nitro is still there with the bomb. They have plenty of utility here. Molotovs at the back of the platform. But NaVi, they are certainly ready, but this will dissuade them. Will they see this utility thrown away and actually decide to move around the map?
Nitro waits. Nitro waits with Stewie to hold in. Look at Boomich and Electronic. They want to get forward. Any utility, they want to be ready to fight. And the smoke going down, they're able to back off of it. Twists. He falls. Boomich responds to it as well, but here comes Stewie. And Electronic stuck to the door. Smoke down, they can't go through because they're watching from double, and Stewie can't isolate to the left side. Bombs drop Nap. He's got to come back through, and he will, but he's on his own. 6 HP! Nearly gets another as he found Zeus, but Simple steps up to shut him down.
He absolutely does. That is massive as NaVi take another pistol here. Remember, the same map pool, it came right down to the wire, down to a tiny difference maker before. This time it's Simple winning out in the 1 versus 1. The B attack, it was NaVi ready for it at the back of the site. It was a great job from Team Liquid. You see this aggression of Electronic. He pushed it at the wrong time, but got the right frag. He falls back in Liquid. They're fighting back with everything they possibly had there. The utility usage was great. It looked like a successful round, but no. NaVi pick it up, and here we go. Simple with the scout. He's just taking heads left, right, and center here. It's going to be 3 players up, but bear in mind, this is the eco. They did not force buy into this round whatsoever.
Wow. Simple. Zeus Electronic. But the scout to get the kill, very straightforward. No damage even done. All players survive with 100. The armor all intact. And we get into the gun round. I see a call for a technical pause, so we'll just be a second while we sort things on the stage. I do want to note, though, and I'll just make sure, I won't say it yet. He still has his in-ears in, but a purchase that you might expect in some ways has been brought to the cards. You can actually see it still in the HUD on the bottom of the screen, but I'll stay silent on it for now until the issues are solved. So quite clearly, it's with Flamey.
It's always the way we kick things off here. Make sure we get all the issues out early. First map, you know, want to make sure it's all perfect. It's normally just a small audio issue. We'll see if that's the case. We can have a look on the server right now. But remember, this is where the force buy comes in. Liquid will have the rifles out now. They'll have the Kriegs. They took the eco in the second round, and this is where they have the advantage in terms of firepower. Team Liquid will have 2 Kriegs, 2 AK-47s, and NaFly yet to purchase. I suppose could bring out the AWP, but I highly doubt it. He's got 4,900 on the nose right now, and they're up against the Simple Scout. He got plenty of kills with that weapon in the previous round. He holds on to it, $4,500 in this back pocket. This is what we call the bonus round these days. They know they're up against it. We discussed it in depth yesterday, Matt. The objective here is sure to win the round. Of course it is. But if they don't, 3 kills, that would be enough. They've still got a strong buy going forward. They haven't lost a lot of men so far. So this is just a chance for NaVi to either run away with this one and get a massive amount of momentum or do financial damage the best they can with the little they have. 2 for masses, 2 MP9s, and 1 scout here.
So we get ready to roll once more. They're fixing it apparently, Flamey says. It's ready to roll, so we'll find out. They had to unmask the console command so that they could ask the other team. It's a good sign that we should be underway any second as the admins prepare to get us back into the action in what is the first gun round on Dust2. I'll say it now because it looks like Flamey's headset's on. You saw it down below, but for those who didn't catch it, there's 2 Kriegs out. Liege holding one of them. That's unsurprising.
Oh, of course. He's an absolute specialist with the weapon. We'll see whether he's able to show us what he's capable of with it as we get into, hopefully, the round any second. Now, round 3 coming up. Remember, Team Liquid now have a massive advantage in terms of firepower. No upgrades on the NaVi side. They said it was fixed. It looks like they're ready to go, and hopefully we'll be underway momentarily. Now, Matt, I have to ask you, those guys are their predictions in. We've already seen this game before. Which way are you leaning towards? NaVi or Liquid? I guess for you, it has to be Liquid.
Does it have to be?
I feel like it has to be. I feel like that. Where are you actually going towards?
I am actually heading to that direction. I think overall as a team, the way that they're playing right now is just unmatched on the side of NaVi. I am impressed, pleasantly impressed with how well things have gone for NaVi in this event with the new player, Boomich, coming in.
Yeah.
Not super short notice, but relatively when you consider that they're jumping into this cold. And here they are, and they could still go further because they have so much skill individually. But yeah, when you break it down, you look at just how good the depth of Liquid is right now. It's hard to match that. It's hard to argue against it.
Well, here we go. A very slow approach from Liquid, and rightly so. They know they have the advantage. They have the long-range weaponry here. Legion Twists continue the default. They're holding on to the majority of their smokes. They know there's no AWP potential there, but there is simple potential. He'll spot the shoulder of one, I believe. We're not sure. It's Boomer to has to challenge with the MP9 here. It's such a difficult task. He's there alone. Zeus has been great with the utility damage this event. He's been one of the leaders. Boomer goes down short, but there has been decent grenades thrown in that direction. 5-on-4 for now, but still certainly a chance for NaVi as Zeus gets ready for the push through the smoke now.
MP9, though.
Yeah, not ideal.
About the max of its range as well, or at least what I would call the effective range, as Liege finds Simple. The Krieg already making its mark. Again, bit of a bonus, so it's not the end of the world for NaVi, but they would love to get some guns down in due process as Zeus gets ready. Good read on the flash. I thought he was going to get the second as well as Twist was low and walked in. Took some damage, but he survives with 30. Flamey to back up. Didn't catch the fact that NAF had gone toward long, and Electronics just going to try and save what he does have.
Yeah, just a really nice round there from Team Liquid, and like we said, NaVi didn't have much of a chance of winning it. If they had have done, it would have been epic. They tried to do what they could. They tried to get close range, use the smokes, and get as close as they could to that short position. And like you said, Zeus did great to actually dodge the flash, get one kill, but they were still in a 5-on-4 at that point. They hadn't done a ton of damage, just a little bit of the HEs, and Team Liquid with Kriegs and AKs to be very difficult to take down when you've only got FAMASs and MP9s. Bear in mind, full buy coming up for NaVi next round, so this should be an interesting one. This is where the game really begins. We might see the AWP. Simple can certainly afford one, and we'll see if it comes through. That's going to be one of the main talking points of this game. The AWP, I feel, Team Liquid will pick up the round with 4 players surviving. Electronic holds onto his FAMAS as he waits in towards T-spawn. Round 4 coming through, 2-1 overall at this point. It's NaVi on the CT side of Dust2. There's the AWP, one of the absolute masters of the weapon to use it as well. It's Simple. Here's the replays from Twist. You can see the precision with the AK, and when you've only got those MP9s, very difficult to even challenge that. It was a lovely A split. Default rounds, and that's all they had to do, but this will be anything but. Oh my goodness, he hits Nitro and his teammate Flamey. No kills come through, but there it is. Simple will be dropped a lead with the Krieg as the flashbang is delivered by Nitro.
And you want to talk about argument for best in the world. Individually, skill-wise, Simple's there. He even said Zaiwu might be the only one on his level, but Elige, the performance, I said it, 53 maps, and he is the 3rd highest average rating in the year with some 14 more than anyone else on the list. He has now bested Simple twice in opening duels with the Krieg. That is a huge storyline in this game. He is a complete package, and he's going to hold off now, expecting further aggression as Zeus tries to get back toward the top of middle. No mistake about it. No stopping Elige this year.
Yeah, he looks absolutely fantastic. Duncan mentioned he would be a massive point in this game, as we'll have a 5-on-2 now, and that's such a weird round. It's very rare for CTs to peek all the way towards T-spawn. Simple went for it, and he actually hit Nitro as he jumped down from the terrorist spawn position, but he hit his teammate first. I think that's a kill if he didn't hit Flamey at the first shot. It was very unlucky. It cost him his life in the end. They didn't get the opening kill they were looking for, and it looks like they'll have to save the AWP and the M4A4 at this point. It's Twist. He has confirmed the B-side is completely wide open at this point. His teammates covering every single facet of the map. We've got NaFly waiting towards long to make sure they won't get in that pit. Now that's very smart. He's not pushing the envelope at this point. He's just waiting for them to retreat. And Stewie2K, he's pretty much guaranteed a kill in CT spawn. The flashbang, the Molotov flame, he knows his days are numbered as he goes down here. The hunt continues, and it's Boomich that'll be taken down in the process as well. No saving here today, boys. They had enough of the AWP, but it's a disastrous round for NaVi. Couldn't get the opening pick they were looking for, and it's Liquid capitalizing upon that. They tie things up at 2-2. This was the kill. And really got things going. You see that flashbang assist from Nitro as well, and Elige is patient. And we talk about Dust2, and it's all about reactions, man. As soon as you lose a player or a part of the map, you have to try and reclaim territory. They're pushing middle there, and Elige just aware of it. Great counter-strike so far from them, as they're up against a full eco. It should be Team Liquid taking the lead at this point. PT50s, no armor, no nades. Nothing really exciting to report on the NaVi side, as they just try and save some cash here.
Needs toward middle just to see if anyone's close behind the door. That is absolutely a common position to play on pistols. NaV needs to be careful not to get caught by the nades. Or rather with the nade in his hand, allowing Flamey to swing for the headshot. Flamey's yet to find a kill. On the other side, man he's up against. NaV looking for his 6th. Needs to be careful not to get baited in, but too smart for that. Likewise though, Nitro also a little bit quiet to get started. There's twists. Holds off, Elige, Molotov's down, that covers off the boxes, just clearing the angles, taking their time. It's not quite the same approach as what you see from NIP, where they go together and almost play for the trades, but they use a lot more utility, and they still take care of the order of business working toward the site. And it should be a lineup as well, the low HP, easy for Elige.
Should be business as usual here. I'll be disappointed to give much more away than 2 kills. As Simple does get 1. A dink has been found as well here, but Elige taking care of business. He's starting to get warmed up now, hitting absolutely every single shot. A couple more players to deal with. Oh my goodness, Swiss! He shows us what he's capable of. Considered one of the best riflers in the North American region right now. It's just Boomich, who will be holding on to the USB, looking for sort of any exit frags here possible. NaFly has the AWP at this point. Their money's starting to rack up on the Liquid side as they look very comfortable indeed. There will be cash there again for NaVi, but it'll be a difficult buy. Flamey currently sits at $4,000. The rest of them hovering around 2K. So they won't have absolutely everything they need here, as Boomich does hunt for anything at this point. They won't let that rifle be taken away. Stewie's should be, oh, I'm surprised at that. It's actually there for him. They didn't even throw it away. You'd think they'd juggle that and make sure it wasn't available.
Juggle it or watch it at the very least, you would expect, so. Either way, it's welcomed. They'll take that over to the NaVi side, but Liquid get 3 straight to respond after losing the opening pistol. Mind you, that pistol was a 1-on-1 as well, so they've looked pretty comfortable thus far. Electronic with an AUG. The AUG in this game, in this tournament, since the nerf, has seen, I think, about as much action in terms of kills as the USP.
Yeah, it's exactly true. It's dropped off dramatically. There's only a few players still staying true to it. Apparently, Electronic one is one of them left as we get into the next round here, round 6. No damage done on the cross, and Dust2. This is why it's such an exciting game. We've got 2 of the most electrifying teams in Counter-Strike right now on one of those fast-paced maps that has lots of opening duels. You're going to see some fireworks here as Stewie2K rattles off the first shot towards middle. No connection found, but still pushing. He is absolutely fearless right now as he hunts for the first pick. Not going to find it just yet. It's a lot of damage, but back to safety he goes.
Just to clear the catwalk, he's got Elige with him. Stewie stopped watching door. They're all going to elect to go this direction. NaV will hold. He doesn't need to be too involved on this take, but he needs to be present at long. He needs to catch off anyone who dare rotate away so that they don't have possession on the retake, because Simple will scurry down that corridor once or if they take Flamey. Interesting play from Elige as well to drop back down, because they could still split back over. Nitro's waiting in the B tunnels. Basically, they're trying to get as much of a reaction as they can and leave the options open at 51 seconds. Smoke drop, potentially. Bounce over. Molotov to the box.
I think that it's suggesting this is an A attack and they're going to go back towards B. They know Simple will be AWPing towards that A bomb site. They want to try and keep him there as long as possible. I would say a last minute B split's coming in. It looks likely as well. Are they going to smoke CT spawn or just face check and try and get that first pick?
They will smoke it shallow. Remember, the far smoke was already there, so they know they had about 5 seconds before that dissipated, and therefore they had availability to run and beat them toward B. Out is twist fight. Boomage from the window. Simple does get one, but even inside of the closet, Electronic goes down, and the bomb is inside of the site already. Watch for Elige. He's been sitting here the whole time. He knows Flamey wants to sneak out. Goes down, but that's good information. Can hold them off. And it's still a 3-on-2. And there's only 2 in the site. Stewie's got to be careful not to be left behind on this. He has at least drawn the attention of Flamey.
They have no kits in, man, so they should be absolutely fine. It's Stewie2K to confirm things here, and I like that from Liquid. Like I said, the AWP usually going to be at the A side, right? He's going to be at that car position on the A ramp, and you're just trying to suggest they threw so much towards the A side there. Smokes towards short, CT spawn, and flashbangs as well, trying to bait out the little utility they had. And now the only task is simple to do is try and hold on to that AWP. He's the sort of player that he can keep it, he can carry the round by himself. We all know it by now. Next round, even with just USPs and the AWP, he can win the round for him. Will he challenge T-Spawn though? I'm not so sure. We saw it before. He shot his teammate. To be honest though, we'll see if that comes in again. But with $3,000 on each player, I'm not sure if they'll want to force into this one, but Simple could drop one rifle and they could give it a real desperate buy if they wanted to. Here's Twist. Somehow, it looked like at the apex of his jump, nails the headshot there. The spray control on the second as well was just marvelous. Look at him go. Electronic didn't stand a chance at the back of B. And they do not force buy, just to confirm that. But Simple, he'll be holding towards short. No one with him. Surprised if he goes down early, there's no one to recover the sniper. But looking for that first pick. Anyone boosting in lower B right now or on towards Xbox as a Liege probes towards middle. And now in these sort of rounds, you're not sure of the cash. You just want to make sure you have that trade potential here. You want to make sure no one's entering a solo choke point. Like that, for example. Nitro doesn't want to be anything to do with those long doors. He just wants to hold for a push. That's all he has to do as his teammates. When you're going in towards B, he knows that will bait out a reaction here. He'll hold towards middle and T-spawn, and his teammates contact play towards B. It can be risky, especially the smoke down, but it looks like they're absolutely fine going into this one.
Still the weights flashed off, and he could not keep himself concealed behind the box. Twist and Elige to do all of, shouldn't say all of the work, but most of it, most of the damage at least. Stewie helped them get in with the flash. NaVi is locked towards CT. Nitro lost track of him. Whew. Stewie's not going to lose track of Electronic. Liquid looking very composed so far on Dust2. Not a lot available for NaVi. Not a lot to open up the map, and they're going to have to figure out something, whether it's going to be getting aggressive toward catwalks, trying to counter out the mid play, trying to break down the default with a pick. You might have to unleash Simple a little bit here. The problem is Liquid are very good at sitting back and letting you make your own mistakes.
We've seen at this tournament, though, so many teams are being very good at actually holding him at bay, just making sure he doesn't have opportunities. People are aware of his tendencies now and where he likes to pick. If you slow the game right down and deny him those shots, beautiful things can happen, and that's another example of it. At least actually finds Simple there. Just the AK-47, not really worth the push. I guess maybe wanted to grab the orb if possible, but it's a round that goes towards Team Liquid once again. Contact played towards B. It seems to be a very safe round these days. There's not much the CDs can do. They only have 5-7s. They'd have to be fully stacked in the B side for that to be a problem. Wasn't the case. Twisters comes through, finds absolutely everyone available. I think that was Zeus on the platform there. Good flashbangs, and they're just covering each other with the doors and a Liege. Just nice positioning here. Watching for the flanks, and that's the shot that took down Simple. That's not bad at all. Nitro is still not happy about something. Looked like a clean round to me. But either way, you're going to a double orb setup. It always is the strongest stance you can have on the CT side of Dust2. It'll be Simple and Flamey. Interesting, we don't see Boomrich use it more on this team, but it has been historically Flamey, the secondary AWP for the longest of time, and that's what we're going to pull out right now. Will they be going for an aggressive play? Will they try and get the early pick here? There are lots of tricks you can bring to the table, lots of boosts towards short and middle behind smokes, get those opening kills. I think we'll just see more of a standard round of a turret, set it towards B with a sniper, and hopefully fend it off. And Liquid just don't have a double AWP set up themselves, Matt. You don't see that every day.
No, you don't. 4 AWPs on the map. T-side, sure. We know the T-side certainly can benefit from one through mid, most notably. As Twist gets there. Actually shoulder peeked on the second, but the second AWP takes the other angles. It gets aggressive. It catches out Zeus. The opener as well. They can switch to the rifle that Zeus had and dropped it long. They've got to be careful still, though, because the more the time goes by, the less relevant these AWPs are. And Stewie's made a great play to get inside a pit. Perfect position to be. He sees it. Oh.
He hit him, Matt. He actually hit the shoulder there. That's so unlucky. This is a beautiful round from Stewie2K. That movement, you can't teach that. He has got a very special talent in that department. The fact he can bounce out towards long and be there that quickly and catch a player crossing towards pit who had no chance of recovery, that's quite special. As they reposition back towards B once again, they're going to leave Stewie in the pit at this point, just providing that presence.
And just to note, by the way, they actually bought another AK and had it down on the ground. They didn't bother going back to find Zeus's weapon. They just wanted to run 2 AWPs off the start and get the pick. This is by design, spending $47.50 by design. Stewie is going to move up. Close range EWP. Not sure he's Electronic, but he absolutely knew he was there. Flamey gets him back, but it doesn't even matter because they're going on to B. And Simple has to shut it down. Nitro gets him instead. They are ahead in every way right now.
Yeah, they're on another level. That was insane. The fact that Stewie's willing to put his life on the line with an AWP like that and get the kill as well, that's a statement right there. That's a bit of Simple. He knows that sort of play style. He gets the opening kill with that great bunny hop towards blue box along. He continues to push by himself. He has the audacity to cross, get that kill. And like we said, his teammates ready in the B tunnel to get it done as soon as he finds that kill. That was the cue to move as NaVi once again desperately have to hold on to their weapons. Team Liquid starting to run away with this in some emphatic fashion now. That was absolutely wonderful from Stewie 2K. I can't stress that enough. That shot he just hit, that just completely destroyed NaVi.
Unbelievable. And just the mentality to be ahead. They're predicting NaVi's movements. Remember, they played on this map. NaVi should have won it. They were winning it. It was 15-11. And it was a 1-on-3. And the target was in sight, but the knife missed, if you don't remember how it all went down. And now it seems like Liquid have learned from their mistakes and they're just taking charge. That shot is incredible, but it's what it does. It's how it changes the whole play. Flamey gets the trade. They start to rotate out of B and the other four just walk in.
Well, they have the AWP once again. We did say there is a Simple factor. He is towards those mid doors. Here's the shot fired off. We said there's plenty of tricks to get those opening kills. But for now, Team Liquid focusing towards long. Smoke on the corner to deny the cross and vision. That's the main thing. They actually can get the AWP in towards the pit now. And at that point, they go back into their default. Still a double AWP setup here for the CTs, but they have FAMAS, 2 pistols to go with it. They have to be a little bit more active, as you can see them positioning towards short. They know long hasn't worked out for them so far. They're going to allow Team Liquid to have that and try and boost their defense at the short position. But Stewie 2K, once more, just waiting for any opportunity. He knows they have to check it eventually.
And Dren is responsible for a lot of the change in how things came about to start off 2019 for Liquid, about slowing the pace down and getting more tactical, about trying to capitalize on Astralis. And that last round was a show of strategic prowess that they didn't have previously. Bombs dropped in the smoke just to know, but Stewie doesn't care. He's got Flamey down. Boomich and Simple. They can't quite, he can't see the bomb. It's just high enough.
Yeah, they need to be super careful. The best they have is a flashbang and a Molotov. How can they possibly recover this? The flash goes in, they have to send someone down. As the Mart said, it's going to be Stewie 2K. He gets dropped, the bomb is recovered, and now it's on the site.
That's the best thing they could have done is get out with the bomb. It would have been lovely if they had it killed off. Simple, Nav has to peek, he's forced to. Simple misses the shot he needs, and that puts him down. Nav wins the duel. He tried so hard. He hit one that he didn't even know was there, but it's going to be Nav capitalized on based on that damage. Boomich onto 22, Nitro on the site. No mistake with the AK at that range.
I love that. He doesn't even try and play off the bomb. He's like, I want to straight up duel here. I know you've got a pistol. You're not getting a rifle. You're not getting an AWP. You're not getting close to this bomb. As it goes 7-2. That got scary, though. In Simple, when he starts firing off shots towards the car, you better be very careful. He seems to have some sort of sixth sense to hit every single bullet there. He missed a couple that time, though, and NaVi punished him for it. But still, Liquid continue here as the loss bonus racks up at this stage. There is going to be another buy available. Now, where do they plug the holes? It seems like everywhere Liquid's going, they are winning out on every single facet of the map. They have got 7 rounds in a row. They're waiting for mistakes to be brought to them, and you see it working out tremendously well. As the buy comes through, it's not a great one. We don't have a single AWP this time. UMP, 4 rifles, 1 AUG for Simple. As we enter round number 10, Liquid just look piping hot right now. There's no one that can touch them. The individual skill is really what's shining at this point.
Simple still sits with 9 kills, as much as anyone else. It's the team depth of all 5 players against him that's making it problematic as Stewie fires back in toward the double door, smoke down. Nitro and Twist already inside low tunnels. Forced to reconsider at long A.
So just slowing the game right down at this point. No long take at the start. Investigating together. You can see the buddy system in full effect towards short. Stewie, Twist, and Elige all working together. The AWP's there, and this time NaVi opted for a long setup. It's not Zeus alone, it's Flamey and Electronic. With not a whole lot. They've got the UMP there with Electronic's M4 as the smoke comes in towards middle. That, let's say, is designed just to bait out some utility at this point. Elige will have a little probe and see whether a reaction is baited out. Simple has to check it. The flashbang comes through, but he's caught out once again. Surely he goes down here. It will be Stewie 2K to find it. And you can see, Matt, he's cagey right now. He's trying to make individual plays that really are not required. He got flashed in by a teammate, sure, but that's one of those difficult picks in all of CSGO towards top and middle like
Drop
that.
play, double smoke. Zeus has no idea. He can hear it, but he can't find the angle. And look at Elige. Instead of overcommitting to it, he stays beside the smoke. And I thought that might have been enough to call off Zeus. He manages the kill. Low HP as well for Twist. Sits on 2. Electronic was babysitting the whole time toward long, and NaV was waiting to do the same. That exchange has typically gone in the favor of NaV. He's been silent but coy in this game. Caught out this time, and Boomich has the kit. It's a 3-on-3, but the advantage in HP heavily with NaVi as Stewie goes aggressive to try and make up for that. Knows he has to be very careful as to what's behind him on the ramp, and he's been saved. He's been given the space. Tagged up, he's gone low, swinging in. It's 2 HP for Twist, and he's out of position. But he hit Electronic. There's no time. There's no time. Boomich is on it. He's the one with the kit. He has to go for the jump shot. Tries it, can't. And it's so low. Red HP on both. But it ends with NaVi finally getting a 3rd round.
I dare say if he runs out and just commits to the jump shot there, he would actually get it. It was such low HP with the AK-47. He fired off a few shots. You're probably going to land a few of them. He was hoping it was enough to bait Boomich off the defuse there, but it wasn't. He was caught out of position there. It was a nice flank. It was a good idea, but NaVi finally get around there, recovering a 5 versus 4. You could see Team Liquid had the advantage, but the retake just fell apart for them, as NaVi do have decent weaponry once again. We've got Simple back on the AWP, this time towards long, just trying to be unpredictable, moving his way around the map. As Electronic sets up in the pit, it's Simple joining him on the corner this time. Back into the default for Team Liquid. They know the money's still low. NaVi, sure, they won the round, but 1 player survived. That means they do not get a full buy hit. $3,500 per player for defusing the bomb, and they have to spread that money across the board. They save the AWP, but as you can see, SMGs and FAMASs once again. It's agonizing for the defense at this point as Stewie 2K waits for another opportunity. Got himself posted at long doors, and Simple has fallen back towards the car.
Now, at long, this time they're going to take the approach. Typically, it hasn't been, aside from the brilliant round where Stewie went there with the AWP, it hasn't been a huge part of their setup today, but Simple being more passive, off-angle, easy kill. Twist just walks over with his back out.
Yeah, that was a bit of a mistake there from Twist. A little bit too easy. No one's checking the pit. It's actually going to fall apart here as Electronic is gifted a couple of frags. That 1 kill was enough to actually catch their attention, and it doesn't look like a single kill will be happening here for Team Liquid, as a couple of mistakes starting to be presented now. Liquid walking around the corner along. Simple finds that, and Electronic can't believe his luck. 2 players jump in the pit with the FAMAS, and he gets 2 kills.
Yeah, and that all comes from Simple holding at the car. Again, you said it, they overlooked it. They didn't check it because of the aggro taken away. And it seems like they've started to counter the fact that they want to late lurk toward long. Nitro, the man known for the clutch that won them the group stage match, as much as it was Simple giving him a chance.
Damn.
Man, he's down to a 3 here. Started from a 1-on-5. Tagged up, repaid, but he reads it. He gets Zeus. Bomb to be planted, 6 seconds, he has to hold it. Molotov's not gonna reach. It just barely does. I thought he might get away. But they'll go get the defuse. It'll be a 4th for NaVi.
You can't argue with that though, Matt. That's one valiant attempt in a 5 versus 1. He gets 3 kills, he gets the bomb planted, he's wounded NaVi. They were just about to get financially secure from that round alone. A clean sweep is exactly what they needed. Recover all the AKs, but Nitro, he almost did it again. That would have been one of the most epic clutches of the entire tournament. It's the Flames that catch him at the end, but NaVi, no, that wasn't a clean round. It should have been 5 players up, but Electronic, he did his job. He managed to finish things off there, but still, it's going to be one that cost him a lot of cash. 7-3 now. As NaVi, sorry, 4, I should say, as they recover the double orb setup. Liquid still have plenty of cash. Here's the replay. You can see that orb presence took so much attention away from the pit. They kind of forgot their procedures there, it seemed. They didn't have the smoke on the corner. They couldn't really Molotov the car correctly. There a lot of face checking, a little bit too loose, and they might want to take a tactical timeout just to discuss why that went so wrong for them. But either way, back to those dual snipers and a bit more conviction to their setup here as we see the pick towards middle coming again with the flashbangs. A little bit too brutal for the CTs, as we'll see Twist and Stewie getting ready towards those mid doors. B split looks like incredibly likely here. 3 in the tunnels of the bomb. Twist and Stewie waiting for their chance to get out the mid doors, showing the tendencies of the default, but as you can see, no one towards long. This will be happening in the next 15 seconds. They have no idea where they're being flanked. They have to move quickly. And here it comes. You can see the smokes now. They have to move.
Flamey Forced off, double smoke puts them out further, means window has to be a little more exposed as well when the vision comes back in. Just a lot further up around the ramp. And he's aware of the fact that they're going to be coming in from behind as well. Boomich trying to dodge the flash, gets in between the boxes. Flamey's done very well to find 2 kills in that position, being pinched from both sides. And they didn't account for the third party inside of the site. Zeus gets it, but Twist's able to catch out the rotation. Bomb down inside of B. He's got time to isolate this. Rotation is still coming through from Electronic, and he's got it. They didn't know he was coming out. Zeus should have had that call. He got the kill towards CT. I don't understand what Zeus is waiting for at that point in time.
I don't know what position he's holding at that point. He's got a teammate in B tunnels. Why are you watching that position? They must have had a missed call here. Twist actually has the advantage now. Smoke goes down. Electronic might sneak through, though, and he is aware of it. He's going to spot him first and have the advantage. There it is. Twist doing it once again. And I'm not sure what happened there. Miscommunication. That's all I can put it down to. Zeus shouldn't be watching the tunnel with knife out standing on the box. It just doesn't make any sense.
Unless the call, because the bomb was near the mouth of the tunnel, is that he's going to go rotate back to dark and try and grab the bomb as quick as possible. But his teammate's back toward T. He would have seen him cross.
It seemed like, so we know Twist at this point, right? That's the call. We know he's in middle. So why, when we come through, why is he looking towards the mouth of the tunnel? I don't understand that one. It's bizarre. Your teammate's just gone down at the mid doors. There's a chance he can come towards the window and the double doors there. Very interesting either way. As we'll get into round 13. A full eco here, and one that's going to find Zeus an opening kill, some redemption, but almost instantly he's going to be traded out by Stewie. There's an AK there to recover, but Stewie seems to be aware of it, trying to hold the gap and stop anyone getting away. Simple. He'll get shot in the arse as he does pick up the AK-47. It's a 4-on-4 now, but still, he has the rifle.
4-on-4 with a rotation to a passive position towards CT, bit of a stack. Electronic will be elevated. Nope, they'll actually send the low HP and Simple up above. Give him the headshot angle. Remember, you can Molotov onto that box, firebox for a reason. And the AK goes back toward A. Unfortunately, the play goes toward B. It's Flamey that has to hold it off with the Deagle. Positions himself close. The dribble smoke, as you call it, could actually cover him in this position, but he knows they're there. Tries to beat them to the utility. He does. Oh, does he ever? A third as well in the bomb. It's going to be picked up and recovered, but Nitro's got to make moves, and he's got to be so quick about it. Won't be any rifles further to grab because they're all in by the door, but Flamey, what an incredible sequence on the Deagle, and Nitro trying to hold it down. Simple's going to push it. Nowhere to hide when Simple comes running.
It's the tightest choke point on the map. It's one of the most difficult to get through, and all it takes is a couple of accurate shots, and that Deagle doesn't need headshots every single time. It's 3 for Flamey at the mouth of the B tunnels there. And we would have loved to have seen the dribble smoke there, Matt, just so it gives you access. And they came through dry. It's just perfect timing from Flamey. He gets the headshot first, and at that point, he's just really feeling it. Fortunate that Stewie was the third on the peak on the AWP, and it wins him a massive round, and they needed that. They haven't had much luck this game. Been a lot of tragic rounds for them, but that was something quite spectacular. Everything falling into its right place at that point, and it's going to be round 14 with a tactical timeout. This is the first map of a best of 3, the semi-final here in Cologne, and we've got 2 amazing, exciting teams on the server. The world's best as well in the form of Simple, and some absolutely fantastic talent on the side of Liquid as well. You've already seen what Nitro's capable of, what Twist can do. It's only going to get better as these guys get warmed up. And Dren, you're absolutely right. Since he came in, he has done great work. He has made this team world class. He's made them more tactical. He has managed to make sense of the chaos and the talent that was there before, and actually bring a unique system in that's looking promising. They're the world's #1 team right now. As we get into the next gun round here, it's Liquid who are starting to drop off as you see that double orb setup come out once again for the NaVi squad.
Op shots rattle out, smoke down across. Elige goes through it. The pace has certainly changed.
That's a great flash. What a cool way to throw it as you're going up there. No one towards short. That's confirmed. Twist now has full control of that position, and NaV will hold towards long, like he does on most maps, and Zeus will get a taste at the very start of the creek, down to 14 HP, and NaV knows he's done damage there. And he'll keep pushing, but does he know the Flamey's got the AWP? Apparently not. Baited in. Zeus actually grants him the kill by taking that damage at the start.
Smoke on the sights. Electronic wants to try and hide within it, get back up and hold off his own, but Twist is coming around the corner to find Zeus, having already gotten Flamey. He does try and juke and jive, and Elige makes his appearance known immediately on the ramp. Round done almost at this point because bomb down, Simple and Boomage are heading back toward T-spawn.
Did you see that pounce, though? I would call that a pounce, just because Team Liquid, sure, they lost the first pick there, but NaV has spotted two. He knows he's hurt that Zeus at that point, and the orbs towards long. They've got an A execution ready, locked and loaded towards short. They can smoke off, they can throw 5 flashes towards long, push everyone back, and just hit their shots, which is their specialty. As Swiss gets the shadow advantage here, Boomage just walks into his crosshair, and now that's going to be an incredibly successful round for Team Liquid. Pretty much textbook Counter-Strike at that point. NaVi with the great communication. Sure, he didn't get the opening frag, but he called the tour towards long. They already knew short was clear. Molotov the bomb site, flash towards CD spawn and long, and he hit the shot. That's pretty much as simple as it has to be. No pun intended, as he'll be saving his AWP in T-spawn here. Plenty of money for the next round. It's 9-5, and it's the final round, so it'd be nice to see the orbs come out once again. Simple will drop his over to Flamey, and I assume purchase himself once again. But Liquid looking for double digits here. This would be fantastic on the T side. You see that drop down, it's so prevalent these days. They're trying to isolate the Orpers with the flashbangs, make their lives difficult. Flamey, yes, he got the first kill, but information given away. And Elise just looks so sharp right now. The entire Liquid squad does. Simple crosses over, this time at the mid doors once again. We haven't seen a boost towards lower B or anything like that. Is this the first time? Yes, it is. Okay, so now we can see anyone crossing over. There's only been a couple of mistakes from Liquid so far. The only one that comes to mind really is the long peak. Not checking the car, but that's anything but a mistake. Flamey, that's by design. He'll take down Elise to open things up. Cracking headshot. 5 on 4. Can they convert to though and deny double digits?
Smoke hold to the corner, and it's going to be a straight exchange. Zeus and Flamey trying to retake long at this point for the CT. Smoke corner. No, it's there. AWP up close. Oh! Doesn't matter for Flamey. Range not the issue. But twist is, he's got Zeus back. Bomb drop temporarily. That's easily grabbable. And he'll throw it behind him because he has intentions of better desire toward the A site. Flamey in the corner. Man, oh man, he is looking quick on the AWP.
He really is. That's a fantastic shot, and that should be round as well. It looks like NaVi have done enough at this point as Flamey with 3 kills. The AWP has saved them. That double orb setup really has got them these rounds on the board. It was looking like it was just falling apart for them at the seams as Nitro's left with another impossible scenario here. He's got a 4-on-1, round 15, no saving at this point. He knows Flamey is locked into the corner, but he will have backup. First kill should be Nitro's, but they are going to strike on him as soon as he makes his mark shown. And here comes the first, and there it is. It's going to be 9-6. Good recovery, Matt, from NaVi. You have to say, it was looking bleak at one point.
Yeah, and it all came down to a little bit of aggro from Simple. Liquid got a little bit complacent toward long. Electronic changed his position, and we've got a change in the storyline. 9-6, the game's wide open. We'll be back after this short little break.
Different.
The defending champions of this cathedral on this stage, they're 3 rounds back. That's not bad considering what it looked like at the start at 7-2, with Liquid running rampant at that point, having won 7 in a row. Now we've got a game, and it's time to let loose the cannon of the T-sided op.
I can't wait, Matt. What a game it's been so far. It looked like NaVi were out of it. They weren't going to turn up to this semi-final, but they're right back in it now. This pistol is incredibly important, though. And there is aggression from the CTs. They want to try and get this first pick towards shore. You can see those USPs in the hands of Elige and Twist ready to do damage here. They've got presence towards lower, and who will strike first here? Elige, so ready for this first shot. He's got NaVi there as well to investigate the lower B position. We'll see if this is going to be where the first kill comes through. Electronic is waiting for it. Either side of the box, who comes out on top? It's Electronic. First kill for him, and the CTs have to battle now off the short position.
He's back toward the site, though. The fact that they're still holding out toward Catwalk and they get away, despite only losing 1, that's been equaled, nullified the advantage. The fact that they can get away and relocate and reposition to hold out toward long, they're going to play a retake on the A site. They're all working up from Catwalk, and Stewie's going to confirm that. He'll check the door, perhaps. I thought he was going to push through, but he actually just holds.
They got no grenades here. It's just brute force towards the A side. Going to try and get that short plant down. Luckily for NaVi here, no one on the A side. It's going to be a retake for sure as Boomich watches towards shore. Stewie 2K ready to brawl.
Yeah, and that pretty much hinged the round, but now that they've got the bomb down with no action at long, they're all going back towards Stewie. And Elige and Twist can slip in. Simple's holding it quad. This is a difficult situation. They've won out Catwalk. Liquid are now stuck because they identify there's only one, and they all come back. They all have range. They all have the bomb in front of them. But the shots are coming in for Liquid. Suddenly it goes down and just Boomich. Even Simple couldn't surprise by swinging back out. Low HP on the last remaining player, and Boomich gets them both.
That is well played from Boomich, the new boy delivering in a must-win pistol for NaVi. The reason they're all challenging for sure like that, they had no utility. They're trying to swing out and make sure they can't be smoked on the bomb. They wanted to make sure they could be part of the battles. It comes down to a 2-on-1, but Boomich delivers in style.
Same way he did on Mirage in the pistol. Indeed. He got 2 to close out on a bomb hold yesterday. And as you say, they very much needed that. Adren almost had a slight sign of concern in his expression.
Yeah, that was a round that looked like it was theirs. The fact they were getting so many successful kills in the retake there, as they do not force buy in this second round. Just a scout for Stewie and a deagle for Elige. It's about as deep as it goes. There's some damage though. You expect the headshot. It looks so good from Elige. That's much better. Surely not the double. It might be as NaVi finds a second. And now they have the advantage, a UMP and a scout. I would still give this round towards NaVi, but now Team Liquid have a horse in the race, but maybe not for long. It's going to be an absolute brawl here towards T-Spawn. Lots of action across the map, but it's a 3 versus 2 for now as NaVi take the lead.
Bomb still back at spawn. Simple recovers it down in suicide.
Difficult shot.
Back toward the A site. Now work in tandem. An elevator boost for Stewie will give vision to Long if he hits one more here. If the bomb gets held out longer, all on to Twist. Getting close, Galil in hand. Spots his shoulder, Simple knows he's there. That's pretty much going to confirm it because they set and get ready. We're within 1. We could have a 9-9 game.
We could do, but that was the eco, bear in mind. They were trying to do damage to the Deagle and the Scout, not quite as much as they'd like. 2 kills, not the end of the world. They actually get to take this round on the chin and just have Deagles. They could have bought into this. There was enough there, but I guess with Stewie2K at about $3,000, they thought better of it. Look at the bigger picture. They're going to have to accept this one. There's still a chance to win it. Team Liquid are some of the best Eaglers on the planet on their team, but massive advantage here for NaVi. Can't stress that enough. If they play it correctly, they should be taking this to 9-9, no problem. There is a little bit of utility available on the Liquid side. Smoke towards the doors instead of twist in the pit, and you would expect a default here. Anything but that would be ridiculous at this point. You want to shoot it together, clearing angles, and maybe finding a few headshots in your way as well. Electronic and Simple certainly capable of doing that, and delivering on all fronts, 5 on 3, and now they need to stay together. Nothing too fancy here, Matt. It's a basic execution towards A would be enough.
Stewie wants to confirm if the doors are clear or not. He kills, though. The one aspect of taking it on the chin is you build up your economy further into the next round, but you also give NaVi another round in which they can build a bed themselves. So kills are important. And the Molotov's making it possible due to the damage, but now Elige is on his own on the site. Goes out, a little bit of a panic spray at that point in time. Expected them to be closer and was just hoping to get the final nail in the coffin, but Stewie is left in a 1-on-5.
Yeah, don't think he'll be doing much with this one. If he leaves with a rifle, I'll be impressed. He's trying to do damage towards the CD spawn and crossover position. It's Flamey. Now we'll finish things off there. 5 players survived. That's a very good point, Matt. The fact that 5 survived there, Team Liquid, yes, they built up their own money. They're aiming for the double AWP setup. That's what they wanted, is where they want to be. Stewie2K has shown us what he can do with the AWP a lot recently, but it's not going to be him wielding it this round at least. Nitro and NAF will have the double AWP setup going into round number 19 here. We still had a Galil in the hands of Electronic. Whether he wants to hold on to that is yet to be seen. And they will, they'll hold on to those Galils. There's certainly money to upgrade them, but I guess you might as well keep the bank as strong as possible. It's Simple going for the long take here. He's managed to bait out a shot from the AWP and continues to push.
Oh, flashed off Simple completely. He's fortunate that Twist is as well, but Twist gets both. He was preoccupied. That's the only reason he didn't fire back to find Simple. And now with guns, Liquid look to get rolling. Bomb intentionally left, so they'll grab it. The whole time that action was occurring, we had Boomich waiting out at B. Smoke deep, he's holding just to make sure no one pushes through, and that will give them options when they arrive.
Well, that's not the worst call from NaVi. They've got those Galils, they're trying to do something fast-paced. Dust2 is one of the few maps we can say is spawn-based. They had a decent long spawn, went for the long take, but the flashbangs were very awkward. Liquid, good procedures to hold it off, and Twist will get himself 2 kills. And surely the round here, 5 versus 3. Middle is the only problem I can see. Elige will be in CT spawn. He could be punished by the smoke, but Nitro, as we always say, the turret at the back of the B site, always good for a kill as the time runs down here. Boomich is going to try and show presence towards B with the smoke, but they're finishing up towards A. Twist, oh, he's caught them with their pants down here. It doesn't matter, he doesn't get the second kill. He's got the information. They're definitely, at least not going to B for now. The bomb's down towards shore.
Holding his Elige. Massive shadow. Boomich removed immediately. So what we said about getting no kills in the last round.
Yes.
Now that comes to play into their own good because they lose only 1. They get all 5. Obviously winning the round was essential no matter what. But they do it in a convincing fashion, which means, yes, they'll still have to fight again, but they'll have 1 more gun round in their back pocket as well. I say that a lot of utility purchased does mean it goes a little lower than that on the table, but it's definitely doable.
Now you'll notice on those kills for Twist, there was no flash assist from a teammate there. The blind Simple, it was by design. Twist set that up. He managed to get himself in a position where he could get 2 kills with no smoke of the double doors along. That's quite impressive, the fact he can survive that long. What a powerful flashbang that was. As Simple desperately tried to take him down. It did not happen, and it looks like another tactical timeout here. You can see the coaches, Kane and Adren, both chiming in at this point, working out what the next move's going to be. As we mentioned, NaVi have plenty of cash, but it's Liquid. They get to double digits first here, and they actually get a very confident round with their belts. It's round 20 coming up next. Simple, surely going to be on the sniper here, but what's the play overall? Do they want to stick to that fast pace and try and work the long position, or slow it right down into the defaults? We have got 2 Kriegs here. The AWP is purchased. Simple will drop Krieg over. And we get into the next round here. Will any damage be done at the very start? Simple, a little bit late to the party. Smoke will always go down. We've kind of shifted in meta. It used to be HE grenades across, but it was getting too dangerous. Too much damage was being taken across about a year ago on this map. So now the smoke is a necessity, it seems like. As we hold towards blue bin, Twist mixing things up. And this is a position that's commonly a one and done, but because they've shown so much presence there, they're happy just to have him anchoring at this point solo and actually change things up. There's a tactical timeout, so why not adjust things yourself? They're gonna have an AWP of NaV towards short, Unleash backing him up with utility. As NaVi, they hold towards middle right now. Flamey and Boomich watching flanks. This is what you call the default. Objective, get short control, but you do not want to be face checking this. You need to Molotov and flash the corner just to make sure it's safe, and you can see how powerful that Molotov is. Exactly what they had to do there to remove that all potential.
Waiting is very much a part of defaults. Electronic inside of the double doors with no one around and no information for Liquid is in a fantastic spot should rotations be forced in either direction.
Wow, there's 35 seconds remaining. They've been smoked out. Elige knows it as well. He's getting as close as he can. The bomb's down towards short. There's two players out middle, but Nitro, he's got shots ready, or does he? He just about gets Boomich, and he's in trouble now. Fast B split about to come through.
That had to keep Stewie alive. Oh, but Nitro, take it back. He manages to turn toward the window as well. That was always going to be B. As soon as they had Electronic through the doors, they were just waiting to bait the reaction. They had to force the issue. Zeus with the bomb down will cover off the backside of the sights, which means he can look toward the tunnel, but Flamey going to be aggressive behind the door rather than inside of the closet. They have lost the closet angle many times on the CT side. Twist was explosive through the window in the first half. It's the advantage in manpower. It's Twist again this time, but he's the one from the tunnel. Zeus again trying to support his teammate, didn't consider it, and NaV takes down Flamey. It's the two Canadians finding Liquid round number 11.
Yeah, impressive hold there from Nitro especially. That's one of the most difficult scenarios you can possibly face in CSGO. You're at the back of the B site, AWP, B split, and you're isolated. You got no backup from your teammates, and all you can do is hit your shots. He manages to get two, buy enough time, and get them the man advantage for a successful retake there. And that's going to rattle NaVi. They can sense they're not really finding many opening frags now. Even with Nitro's mistimed scope there, he manages to hit that amazing shot. Really cool stuff from him. It's Zeus that gets the bomb down, but the round, it looked like it was done at that point. Too strong from Liquid as the force buy comes in. NaVi are running out of cash fast. They have 3 rifles and 2 pistols here. Sending 4 players towards the B tunnel. Zeus will hold towards long and to show presence, just the basic flashbangs at the start, just to suggest it's a default. I feel like they're just go for a B contact play here, Matt. We'll see the dribble smoke come through, and they'll try and flash and see if they can get this pistol through first and look for a snowball effect, as they know the AWP is at the back of B. They just need a few missed shots here to make this a possibility. Here comes the smoke we talked about. It's gone through. That's an Electronic now. It's designed to let T's walk in through the bomb site.
Counter nade potentially from Nitro, but no action or no noise heard by Stewie means he holds on to it a little bit further.
So they throw the initial smoke to base out utility. They can still commit off that with a second. They have the mid doors at this stage, and Elige trying to get any sound cues he can, checking every single position. They're actually changing things up. We saw NaVi before, Molotov'd off. This time the flash will be the one to knock him off his perch. But still, the incendiary to buy time, and he can reposition towards the bomb site.
And it's more utility out of the CT's hands as well. Elige would have known, based on how they were spamming the door, that they were looking for position, but it is back over toward B. Deep smoke again. Stewie's thrown his own.
Oh, Stewie.
There's a famous play from Stewie in Brazil.
I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah, with 2 smokes down and a few Molotovs, but this time he's back inside of the closet. It's NaV that's holding short. He won't have anything to look at until they cover through CT, but that's going to be smoke, so watch for him on the retake. Instead, though, Stewie, he delays them. Boomich sneaks out and finds Elige. Stewie's got to get aggressive because they're coming from both sides, and they've overwhelmed the site, but Boomich falls in Electronic's Molotov. That's the only kill so far. Incidental at best, and a great call from NaVi to really slowly, carefully dissect the map and bait the utility to get the kill in mid.
Just a bit of mistiming there from Team Liquid. They're normally so good at those sort of plays. They knew that play was coming. They had to try and act and get a couple of kills before the full commitment came through. You saw Stewie when he swung. He actually got flashed by his own teammate at that point. He didn't see flash assist from NaVi. He gets flashed and has to go for a wild spray. He almost manages to get one. It might have been enough just to buy enough time there, but the fact he goes down with nothing, we talk about that snowball effect. And what we mean is if the CZ gets 1 kill, it can keep running and gunning, make its way closer and closer with speed as well. And as soon as they get that first pick, that's their cue to go. It was a force buy from NaVi, but what a successful one. They got 4 players surviving. They now have the AWP, no pistols in sight at this point. Electronic and Zeus find themselves Kriegs, AKs, absolutely everything they need. And money's running a little bit thin on the Liquid side. We're going to have one close game here as we enter round number 22. Double up setup once again. But this will be the last of the cash if Liquid give this round up. NaVi, though, great play. Nice timing. And a bit of fortune that Liquid couldn't synergize on the flashbang there. Stewie and Naf, or Stewie and Nitro, crossover to B at the stage. Simple with a long challenge, and what a challenge it is. It's Twist trying to get that incendiary in before they can even get there, and it's cost him his life. 5-on-4, that's a dream start here on the T side of Dust2. And you know it's going to be that reaction. You'll see them just put the brakes on at this point. They don't have to do anything. They've got 1 minute 30 on the clock. They'll either just show presence and bait out grenades or wait for anyone to push up a B, and that's what Flame is looking out for now. He's there just watching for anyone to get in position, try and reclaim territory on the map.
Solo play from Naf. Huge risk for an op. Mitch with Molotov. Oh, failed. Hit the ledge. It was intended to clear behind the door, but it didn't. He should have identified that audibly, that it's shattered too soon. They are slowly heading back toward mid. It's Stewie on the second op that actually gets the shot through the doors. Now Naf can counter-peek this. He knows that they're pushed off, but he didn't check lower. That was originally what he was waiting for. And Flamey gets him back. Stewie has to hold solo. Inside of the site, though, Nitro's going to come out to help because there's no action in the tunnels. And a rotation. They're trying to beat them back over toward A.
Yeah, and they know it as well. Stewie, he's in CT spawn. He's got to hit some marvelous shots. Surely he goes down. Simple takes care of that. This looks impossible, but maybe... Oh, no, the bomb! It's gone down. Nitro takes the lead here, and there's no time. They have to try and jump down and get it, and Nitro is punishing every single player that comes down. He steals it away. Once again, it's Nitro stepping up to the plate on a round that looked like it had fallen apart. It's so unfortunate for NaVi. That's the worst place the bomb can go.
It's the only way they could have won that round. There was no way back into the site before it was planted. Incredible. Simple got caught out through the ledge to have it happen as well.
That's insane. I can't believe that's the only way they win that round. The only way. You give the bomb up like that, you can't really believe it. There is a rule, you keep the bomb at the back wall so that can't happen. Either way, we get back into the action. 12-10, one player towards blue bin. That's going to be Boomich. Now Flight gave his kill up for free last round. Didn't have to push as much, but luckily Nitro stepped up. And their money's still low. If they're aware of Boomich's position, Naf might have a kill here either way. He starts to move out. Very slow start here. Boomich is trying to see if there's any intel he can find.
Naf waiting the whole time. Up at the ready. Boomich is so much closer than he realizes, though. I think Naf, he's still looking toward the door. He's going to have to react so quickly. And Boomich shoulder peeking actually just makes that easy because he's such a big target at that point. Still some presence on Catwalk as well. Watch for Twist. Flashed out. Sees the shadow. Sprays it. Gets one. He's going to have to get out. Can't do it. Leash does not need to worry about the trade. They still have the advantage, so he falls back to the site. Stewie's going to capitalize on the aggro. Capitalize on the fact that they are chaotically chasing at this point, and he is snuck out through mid doors.
Yeah, they have no idea. That's a free kill. He'll probably be traded out, but he's done a dink on Electronic as well. Way more than he was worth. That's a really nice push from Stewie. Justified of his UMP. The perfect weapon to get up close. He had a lot of sound cues there, and he could tell they're rattled. The only problem is now they are going to go towards the B site, and Nitro is there alone.
Yeah, we said that last time, didn't we?
Yeah, we did say that last time. That's a good point. I like this boost, though. Nice idea. They might get a free kill off this.
Yep. Even the feet, he's low. Oh my,
no,
how does he get away
so
from that?
Unlucky.
I would have thought even just the damage on that, anything at all, would have taken him down.
One kill for Nitro, wins the round.
Well, he knows he can hear them. He knows they're going to line up. He's got the first already. No HP lost. Headshot potential for Simple, but he backs off of it, and he has to try and plant. He's going to hold this. He's going to hold it. Nitro doesn't mind. He's not worried about the money. He's got to kill him immediately afterwards, and Simple down means another round, a 13th for Liquid.
He's like, you know what, have your little plan. You can have the plan for free. I'll give it to you. That's like I said, Nitro knew he wins the round. If he just gets that one kill, a 3-on-1, it's just not going to happen. He buys enough time and even scores the last player as well. Very well done. Team Liquid really on their feet the last couple of rounds after finding a little bit of luck with the bomb being dropped as well. It's unfortunate, but it could be very costly. As we get 13-10 scoreline on the CT side of Dust2, it's an advantage here for Liquid. Nitro, perfect play. What a performance this has been, Matt. This is the in-game leader of the team as well, remember. We normally associate those in-game leaders to be lesser skilled than the rest of the team, but Nitro's anything but. He has had some crazy moments in 2019 alone.
Twist leads the way on 23. Good sign. He has been a little bit more quiet than what we expect from him leading up to this point so far in the event. Remember, for Liquid, advancing straight into the semifinals. This is their first game on the stage, so almost the opposite to what Twist was for a lot of the time last year, where he was incredible through group stages, all the way up, and then Liquid, with all their problems in finals, Twist was non-existent in some of them, unfortunately. Others, I will say, of course, winning an MVP, while on the losing side in New York, you've just pointed it out, this is going to be a hold for economy. NaVi is basically running SMGs all in on the force.
A Russian B, I think.
And it's 14 rounds potentially against them with no money left over. The rush better work. Flashes out. It would be a hell of a call to have it go that way. Nitro's waiting backside of the site with the jump across. And it's actually worked out there in the site. They've got 2 more guns to work with. And even though Elige gets 1, he's down to 10.
They just didn't see it coming. It's the call that doesn't seem to be likely. And why not get stuck in? That's the snowball effect, man. Full effect at that point. Snowballs turn into avalanches eventually. You get that first kill, you don't stop running. You keep going, you use the smokes you have. And that's it, NaVi back in this game. It looked like that was such a gamble. If they lose that round, it's GG for sure. They'd have nothing. But it's MaxHead and UMP, CZ that actually win the round, just do 1 kill, and there's nothing they can do about it. They tried to flash them off. They didn't see it coming at all. They were just ready for a default, slow-paced round, but great call from NaVi there just to mix things up. And it's not just a straight-up B rush. Remember, you can see those stifling flashbangs coming in. They're set flashes to make sure the CDs have 0 vision. If the AWP was there, probably gets the kill. But 2 rifles, they got flashed and segregated, couldn't work together, and NaVi get their 11th round there. Do they hold on to the MAC-10s, though? That's the question. They still have 2 MAC-10s at a UMP. I'm not looking to save cash here, Matt. I'm looking to put rounds on the board. I don't want to give another one away to Liquid at all. Surely, at this stage, you would throw away those SMGs and get some rifles out.
Well, I think they've gotten 1 at least. Yeah, Simple's gone to the AK. They're going to keep 2 MAC-10s. They know that the money was reasonably low on the Liquid side, but 3 saving. They'll expect weapons against them. So we'll have to see, I should say, how they'll utilize those SMGs.
2 MAC-10s, you're right. They do get another rifle out, but still, I would say the round on the board for me is more important at this stage, but they're looking at the bigger picture. Boomich working towards long. Twist does make his way in the pit. Will they focus on that B side again? They found great success there. 3 players, including the bomb. It's on Simple's back. He has one of the few rifles here. Nitro and Stewie. They were the ones that got the punishment in the previous round, and they know that side of the map is where the utility will be low. Those are the only players that went down, remember, so it makes sense to attack B again. They might not have the incendiaries, they might not have everything they need to actually defend a push here. Nitro still with a smoke and 2 flashbangs. Stewie with just a flash and a FAMAS. B split looks incredibly likely, but they've got plenty of time. Doesn't have to go down like that. They can still run their default. Simple, if you watch him, he's got the bomb in upper B. He has the bomb. The fact he's in that position with the C4 suggests they're going for the B split here. And they'll go through middle, smoke down, and it's Nitro and Stewie to be tested once again.
Good smoke counter flash this time, but they're both ready. They have to time it so well with the tunnels being a factor. Stewie gets the first. They haven't attacked yet from tunnels. Closet's gonna swing. Stewie's down. That means they've got the backside of Nitro covered off as well. He tries to keep his head low, but not low enough for Simple as he sneaks in with the AK in the open side. Is Elige thinking, oh, I thought he was just gonna go straight for it. But they back it and they slow it. Bomb planted, a 3-on-3 retake for what would be a 1-round game. Flash is high. Elige straight to the door. Boomich, he knows they're in the window. Trades though, trades though, and Elige finds it. Elige gets the hat trick, and Liquid get 14.
Now that is clinical precision of ever I've seen it. Wow. At least with the AK-47, they didn't have much to work with there, but they threw everything, including the kitchen sink, over those B walls. The flashbangs is what did it, though. It gave them access towards the bomb site. The AK-47, this is what we want to see. Takes care of Boomich and says goodbye to Flamey. That was a massive round. It would have cost them so much money. And NaVi know it as well. You can see that frustration on Zeus's face. Remember, though, they opted to save cash here, so they do have plenty left in reserve on the NaVi side. But will we see the tactical timeout? Indeed we do. This time from Team Liquid, just trying to hold on to this one, trying to get that mental fortitude built up. They have the advantage here, 1 round away from map point. The pick of their opponent as well. This is such a huge deal. They've lost to MAC-10s and CZs previously. They'll be up against a lot more this round. Whether they'll know it is another thing altogether. Team Liquid actually holding onto an MP9, a FAMAS in the hands of Twist. NaVi, sure, the scoreline doesn't look great. You just win one of these rounds, Matt, that could mean 2 or 3 in terms of the economy.
Haven't seen too many mid picks come through lately with the op. In fact, the Krieg's been hitting a few that we've talked about.
That's right.
Bounce nade. Flamey's in trouble. 37, and he's got more trouble because even though Boomich got a kill to try and get him out, that's a good switch. That's a great switch. Boomich was traded, and they somehow shuffle Simple back into position. They get both kills. It's down to an SMG in the hands of Nitro and Stewie on the M4. Money's still not built up on the Liquid side. This is getting desperate on both sides of the equation right now.
They have no loss bonus as well. 0 right now on the Team Liquid side. There's nothing built up, so they'll get $1,400 per player in the next round, but they haven't actually given it away yet. That kill actually could have got them back into it, but nice hold from Zeus. The bomb's still not planted, bear in mind. Nitro is a bit of the master of a 1 versus 3 scenario. He still has a shout in this one, considering Simple's 2 HP. Flamey's 37. Zeus, he's 1 dink away from death as well. There's still a chance here with the bomb not planted. Nitro knows 1 mistake could actually get him into this. If he can just find a single kill, and Zeus might actually give it to him. If he holds position now, if he waits, he's got a free kill. There it is, 2 versus 1 now. So remember, no bomb planted, still has a chance in this.
2 HP for Simple on the op. Flamey, again, the one that was in so much trouble at the start, sits on 37 from the early damage in the round. Nitro, he'll work back in from CT. Deep of the nade already that was above him. Information, obviously, with the bomb and that there's one on the site. Doesn't want to blindly push the smoke. And the op, naturally, has found its way into the pit and is likely going to be staring Nitro down. Smoke on the corner makes that more difficult, though, for Simple. He's pretty much going to have to either leave the pit or wait for the defuse. If he leaves the pit, he can go to the high side ledge, but Flamey with reactions like an absolute demon takes the head clean off of Nitro.
He had a chance there, though. You could feel it. Something was brewing there for Nitro. As we go 14-12, we said that was a massive swing round. If NaVi could hold on to it, they actually get themselves in such a beneficial situation now. Liquid have to decide. They've got $1,400 coming in per player. They are going to force buy. They're double eco, I'd say, either way. So here's the shot from Flamey. Oh, God. That is spectacular. Oh, my goodness. Maybe that's even better. To kick things off is Stewie 2K through the door, takes down the sniper, and Simple hits the deck. And they're pushing off this. They're trying to capitalize with this force buy. Remember, they've got every dollar in this round.
And they know that they're going to slow things down because of it. Twist! Boomich has gone behind the car. Zeus wants back out. Flamey, he hits Naf, but Twist got him back. Twist with the deagle. He's got Zeus, and it's all on to just electronic map point trying to be found with what was the scout and bot upgraded pistols only. Electronic forced to go into suicide to grab the bomb, and it is a suicidal move indeed because up close is Elise, and he capitalizes.
I've never seen anything like it. Twist with the Desert Eagle from hell there. Pushes towards the top of middle. They didn't see it coming. And the scout pick, we've got to see that through the doors. And if he just straight up wall banged them and didn't even show face, that is such an amazing move from Stewie 2K. I agree, Moses. Sub-pitch as he gets Simple at the very start of the scout. That was a force buy, and it gets the map point. We're into the next round as Simple back on his feet with the AWP, but his teammates certainly not. Just pistols here, and we'll see if Liquid can close things out right here, right now. They've stolen away the momentum. First kill comes in, and boom, it's not so successful towards long this time.
Elige is going to work back out toward the doors as well. He's got peeks, but Simple's already in line perfectly to give himself the widest angle through. The most amount of vision that he could have. Twist is taking advantage of this, though. Already through the first set of doors at long. He'll play shadow position, but that also means he can swing for a flank sooner when they go, and go they shall. It's Naf sneaking back out, sees the shoulder. Yeah, you can look at that gun all you want. Go right ahead. Moth to a flame, and Naf swats him down.
This is huge. Flamey with a massive shot, but Twist is coming towards top of middle. They seem to be aware of it. He can close things out right here, right now, and he knows it. There's the penultimate kill. It's just Simple now, who has to try and deny them the map in a 3 versus 1.
31 kills for Twist in this game. Talk about the other 3 as well on the Deagle in the last round that put them in this situation. Simple to shut them down. 41 seconds. It was 15-11 when he missed the knife in the group stages. It was Nitro that did exactly this with an AWP. He doesn't have the same in him. It's Stewie to shut it out. It's 16-12 for Liquid on map 1.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're enjoying the show because that is some world-class Counter-Strike. It doesn't get much better than that. It had absolutely everything. Signs of the first encounter as well. The same map pool. Oh my goodness, that was such an explosive finish. You're absolutely right. Twist with 31 kills just lights them up. It's simple at the top of NaVi doing everything he could with 21, but there we go. Another electrifying map here in Cologne.